Hello, dear ones, and welcome once again to this session. Well. I'll start with this one. As I'm channeling, this is a fast start. I have this ripe energy. Things are ripe. It is time for you to know something, for you to no longer be hidden in the shadows of doubt. And two, so I will take them. And as I am saying that, we see the Fool. Let's do it this way. With the King of Wands. You are ready to express your true self to this world. And we both know who that is, you and I. The self whom cannot be tamed, who is in fear of no one, who is beyond Mara, the world of the living also. This is the only way. You have to give up your former self-construction in order for your dreams coming true on this lifetime. You have to make a sacrifice, but this sacrifice is only for your benefit, so it is not actually a sacrifice, and it is not a tangible sacrifice. You have to be willing to kill your front, your mask, which is not an actual death. It is only a death in the mind, in your self-perception, which you are changing now because it is time. You have been hung down, in place, waiting for far too long now. So might as well just let go. I'll check the recording meantime. Yes. Okay. These are the final times of this candle. We have been lighting this very same candle for significant time, long time on our readings. If you are following multiples of my readings, you know at least 3 readings, I presume. I recall. Here we go again, shall we? Once again. I feel silence in me. I don't feel like saying many words, which is significant because we are beyond where words can describe. You have to let go because by far you need, you should have, not should have, it's too, it is time that you stop tricking yourself into believing things, because it is time that you are able to clearly discern between what you perceive, between different messages. You need to use your inner guidance, your inner North Star. And in order for you to be doing that, to fully unleash yourself, first you gotta give up the box. It is a limitation, and as long as you limit yourself in a certain kind of memory group and try to give meaning in what you see around you according to that set, you will not be able to clearly discern your true calling in your heart. You will not be able to discern the truth from the lie. Therefore, your salvation lies in your true marriage, your marriage with yourself. You are not able to do that until you give up your mask, until you give up your shadow, until you give up your memories, your self-construct that you have built so far. Time is only a perception. Hanged Man is depicting perception as usual, and it is 12, and we have significantly on the stack a pocket watch hanging by his heel, his right heel, right legs. And it is a new dawn, therefore a new beginning, a new level of perception. You have to give it up. It doesn't matter how much time you have put to build this so far. It is not serving you any longer, and you know this in your heart. This truth you must digest and accept if you want truth following, rest of your life. Because this very basic truth, if you keep on lying to yourself on this very basic level, then all the other truths that you are going to confirm or not confirm in the future are going to be related according to that base level of rule that you set in your heart deep within. Therefore, you have to give it up. You have to be true to yourself on the very basic level. The first rule has to be true. Your self-perception has to be true to you, to your heart. You have to go beyond death. If you are going to actually pass through the rainbow bridge, find home that you so desire, this is the only way. So make a choice and choose it wisely. If you, whatever you choose, this is the only part where free will really plays out in our lives, is that whatever you choose will be. But you really need to understand what choice we make relatively between what are we choosing and who are we to choose. Okay, I will go with this one. This is a deck that I will use on this channel for the first time. It is the Euronymous Bosch deck. Of course, I will link it to the description box. Listed. And it is one of my favorite artists in history, known for his surrealism. And this deck is made out of one painting that he has made, which is the Earthly Delights of Good and Evil, I guess, but I will. You can check it out for its full name, of course, and it's a beautiful deck. The author has his own interpretation. It's not a classical tarot, but it is both surreal and down to earth at the same time, strangely, so I like it. Maybe you will too. So, let's see. The Dreamer, number 18, is also the Moon, Queen of Vessels, Nine of Skates, Queen of Berries, Prince of Berries, Princess. You've been through a lot in your life. It wasn't glitter and gold. Quite a lot of suffering there is. A lot of heartbreak and disappointment in regards to falling of events, lovers, family. You carry this memory. Carrying this memory keeps you in form, in a certain kind of form, and you have this self-belief that is coming from earlier times that you carry unknowingly, that since your mind is, what's the word? Vivid, very vivid mind. You have strong which is also the same kind of reason that within your heart too, that you are a candidate of this, anyways, of this death. This carriage you do, you have this, let me collect what I'm about to say, is that you think the only way for you to ground properly and act as if you were a proper kind of human in this humanized life, the only way to do that is by being strictly connected to your body and your memory, because ever since you were born you had a problem with grounding yourself in the earthly endeavors. Therefore, you early on created a strong self-identity. This self-identity helped you go through some really harsh times because you were strongly grounded in your identity. You were able to withstand these harsh conditions in your life. But at this point in life, after you have been through so much heartbreak and disappointment and adultery and all those kind of encounters, you gained a certain level of wisdom, which is fine. But in order for you to use this wisdom to your advantage properly and live a just life, a fair life, you have to give up these memories, this self-identity, because this self-identity that you have are now creating the voices of the dark within you, because it is working as this voice that that makes you doubt, such as humans are not capable of true love. Therefore, whatever I find new hope in new encounters such as love, I will be disappointed, heartbroken. They will break me, use me, and abuse me in the end. In the end, it will fall, even if it was true love, falling into its own entropy. But mostly, probably, I will not find true love. This self-belief gets its strength from your memories. You have the wisdom within you of this experience now. You are completely capable of recognizing a thief from their gaze even now. Therefore, you have to give up your memories, your self-identity, for you to heal. Otherwise, it will always going to be like this bipolar experience extreme highs and extreme lows, and it will wear you down. So you have to make this choice. You cannot be afraid of the heights and be afraid of falling and still try to kite surf, for example. Okay? You have to choose. No more fence sitting, I must say. After you find this direction that you are so desperately looking for, the seeker is also the fool. So you're still playing the seeking game, as if you haven't found what have you been seeking. But you have this way of lying to yourself, as if you haven't found what you've been seeking all this time, because you think that that's the only way you can continue on playing this game, but it isn't. There is another level to it. Might as well try. There are other ways for you to ground yourself. You don't have to ground yourself in certain mental or bodily constructions. It is unnecessary use of energy, and it is keeping you blocked from your dream outcome. You are keeping yourself in a dream state, but this is actually a nightmare state. The berry suit is a combination of water and earth. Skates is metal, I guess. Let me see. Metal. Skates are water and metal. Birds are air. Swords are metal and fire. Vessels are water. Books, earth and air. Coins, metal. And there's 7 deadly sins here, and they're fire. So we have here air. Sorry, these are air. But strangely, they are also about love. Mostly, it's a positive. No, they're berries. I'm so sorry, guys. Earth. Yes, these are earth. But they also have a water-like emotional relationship on this deck, depicting that kind of earth. It is different. The main quality of the suit is it signifies abundance, fertility, harmony, joy, and friendship. Let me read this case for you as well. It's water and metal, we said, and it says trouble, difficulties, indecision, fun. Yeah, so it is also a mischievous suit. This is self-deception, you know. Here you need to choose of not deceiving yourself. Otherwise, Queen of Vessels here, yes, but you make mistakes from your heart. You know, you feel this urge, this emotional sensation that tells you that this is true, but then you miss your target because you're actually gambling, because you haven't harnessed your own emotions probably properly, because you haven't made this choice. this very basic choice. The seeker game, you need to kill the seeker because it is time. You need to be found. And you are already found, but you need to recognize this. You need to pass through the rainbow bridge where you unite with your own self properly for the first time. Then comes the understanding, the enlightenment, the balance, and the clearness of the messages in your life. Then you can stop gambling, because as long as you are not dealing with this root of your being, any sensation you feel will be something in between your heart and your mind playing mischievous games to you. Then you may start to enjoy your abundance here, your fertility, your potential, because you will let yourself be it. Okay, so our candle is dying. Alright, so I guess it is time. But before I let you go, I will pull final cards from this deck. And we'll be done here for today. Let me just check once more. Dead and gone. Completely. There you go. Alright, Spirit, come on. Okay. Interesting. Guys, sorry for the light. Let me see. As you know, this isn't my own language, so you won't be able to understand anything from it, but if you want to see if you can, the artworks. There's a lot of faces here. Let me read this first. Okay, this is adaptation, being self-preserving, able to know thyself, and being talented. But you must pay attention. This gift you have on extreme level of, there is a spider here, and this is a spider web, and we have flowers around it here. Colors of green and blue, greenish blue. It is the grid. It is what's underneath. Our number is 9, and we have the completion in the 3rd chakra here. So here's this skill you have of sensing the grid itself, and your high receptivity to adaptation, mirroring people back to each other, is both a skill and a curse. It is a big gift, and you have to take the responsibility of figuratively possessing such gift. You need to be able to discern, otherwise you will not know what you reflect is the truth or just a lie, a deception. because you are the key, you are the center of reflection. You tailor this web, okay? You are the tailor of this devil. This devil answers to you. Remember that. Improve your discernment skills. Number 37. 37, family. Another third eye kind of connection I see here. Spiritual, let's say. Okay, this is about unity of people, life of home, gathering, close relationships, bloodlines, and genes. So this work you've been doing on yourself, the first message I got is this work you've been doing on yourself is going to affect other generations. Therefore, it is important. You've come this far, and it is just a little leap, okay? And that's about it. So, fear not and jump. Close your eyes if you need to. Trust me, it won't hurt. Before you know, there will be a hand stretched out to you on the other side. You'll be just fine. I promise you that. This is about all of us, not just you. Not just you in that self-identity and that body. This is about life. Acknowledge that. So guys, thank you for being here and sharing this journey with me. And be brave. And we're in this together. Fear not. And if you like the way I interpret these messages, I would love you to like and subscribe to my channel. It would help such big time for me to bring you more messages on this channel. So I love you guys, and see you soon. Bye.